276, right? Is that the number? I can't keep track anymore. So, big-ass pay-per-view. I'm hyped. This is with the main event. The main event should be Volk versus Holloway. But here are my predictions for the pay-per-view. So, Sean O'Malley versus Pedro Munoz, whatever the fuck. Sean O'Malley is going to win. I think Sean O'Malley should already be fighting for the title. He's one of the most entertaining fighters ever. I cannot wait to watch him fight. He is so going to win. He kicked the asses of everybody so far with ease. With ease. That boy got style and flair and wacky hair. Brian Barberena versus Robbie Lawler. I think Robbie Lawler got this. He's very, almost invincible. Can't really knock this guy out. Barberena, I remember his last fight and he was good, but, I mean, he's nothing. He's not like Robbie Lawler. He's not this invincible monster like Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler's in his, 40s now, and even his last fight against, Nick Diaz, and they both look great in that fight. He still seems like he has not lost a beat. Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira. I think Sean Strickland isn't as good as he thinks he is. Sean Strickland's like, oh, I'm a psychopath. I'm crazy. Blah, blah, blah. I got violent fantasies. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You know, last fight, he was very reserved and very, timid. And I was like, this is not suiting to your style. I think the fight prior to that, where he looked more like an animal, that's better for him, and I think he's going to need that. But being timid against Pereira, I think Pereira is going to jump up, knee him in the fucking face, and kill him. So I'm a knockout. Sean Strickland knockout. Or Sean Strickland's going to get knocked out. I think Brian Barberena is going to get knocked out. I think Pedro Munoz is going to get knocked out. Volk versus Holloway. I think Volk versus Holloway is going to be probably a decision. I think Volkanovski is going to win. I mean, you watch him in his last fight against Korean Zombie, he just looked unbeatable. I mean, Max Holloway is great, but he's not unbeatable. So, I think it's going to be 3 in a row. Israel, it should be the main event. I think it's going to be the greatest striking fight, one of the greatest striking fights ever. I cannot wait for it. Because Holloway's last fight was phenomenal. Two great strikers. Max Holloway might be the best boxer ever, but I just think Volk is on his game lately. He's in his prime right now. Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier is probably my least looking forward to fight, just because as stylish as Israel can be, he's very reserved, very safe. He's not going for it. And same with Jared Cannonier. They're both they're going to be tap dancing a lot. They're both going to be, facing off, and the announcer's going to have to make that excuse. Oh, they're feeling each other out, which is the excuse for not fighting each other. It's just what you got to say to excuse what's happening. Rose and Carla Esparza, 5 rounds of feeling each other out. But, yeah, that's going to go to decision, and Israel's going to win. I'm dying for Israel to lose. I like him, but he has a great name. I love that name, Israel. But he needs to lose at some point. This dude looks like Wesley Snipes. He looks like Blade. Let Cannonier win, but he's not going to. He's going to go straight to decision. Yeah. So, those are my bets. 2 decisions, last 2, and I think 3 knockouts. That's my predictions for 276.